let's talk about Tesla building a new affordable car that is, for all intents and purposes, a Model Y clone. Picture it, 90% the same design, just smaller and with fewer features. Is this a genius stroke by Elon Musk? He is taking a major gamble here, as many customers might wonder. Why spend $50,000 on a Model Y when a mini Model Y is available for just $15,990? Indeed, Elon has essentially verified that this affordable vehicle, often dubbed the Model 2, is a scaled-down Model Y. It has the same feel but a simplified design, interior, and features set to slash the price from $50,000 down to $15,990. Tesla has officially stated that production began in June at the Fremont Factory, with the grand unveiling planned for November at the Tesla shareholder event in 2025. So, let's get into the specifics of this car. What is confirmed? What has been removed compared to the Model Y? And what are our predictions based on Tesla's history? Can Tesla achieve the right balance of price and quality? Could this sabotage Model Y sales? Welcome to Tesla Car World. The reality is, Tesla's initial goal was a $25,000 price for this car. But by leveraging almost the entire Model Y production process and design, they achieved greater cost reductions, pushing the price below the $20,000 mark. To be honest, launching a car that looks like a simplified Model Y isn't a bad thing for Tesla. Even if enthusiasts were hoping for a fresh design, yes, many of us, including ourselves, were dreaming of a totally new look. However, creating one would require Tesla to begin from the ground up with the vehicle. It would not be compatible with the existing production lines. As you likely know, establishing a completely new production line is incredibly costly in terms of money, time, and factory footprint. That would make it almost impossible for Tesla to produce a vehicle priced under $30,000. On the other hand, building a car that is 80% similar to the Model Y, placing it on the current manufacturing lines, and using simplified components from the outside and inside all the way to the battery, makes creating a $25,000 car more feasible than ever for Elon Musk. It's not just Tesla. Legacy automakers have practiced this for decades. You see, Mercedes-Benz, Audi, and BMW all employ modular platforms to build cars that are nearly identical across various price brackets. Honestly, we can barely distinguish the EQS SUV from the EQ SUV without a close look. Rivian's forthcoming R2 appears to be a smaller R1S, and it's creating a significant amount of excitement. And let's be real, even within Tesla's own family of cars, the older Model Y and Model 3 once looked strikingly similar. You had to really inspect them to notice the differences. So, even if Tesla's affordable Model 2 resembles a stripped-down Model Y or Model 3, or even takes design inspiration from the Cybercab, it can still be a hit with the right features and price. Ultimately, the vast majority of customers are interested in the Tesla Model 2 for one primary reason: the price. That is the critical factor, and it might be the very thing that helps Tesla win back the market. Charide is rapidly ceding to its rivals. Still, the biggest point of conversation right now is the car's final appearance, particularly after Elon Musk confirmed it on the earnings call. We understand that some buyers will adore the design while others might not, but it was a necessary move for Tesla to reach the $15,990 price, at least for the entry-level model. Despite being a smaller version of the Model Y, the Model 2 will maintain a compact crossover shape with a total length of around 160 inches, approximately 15% shorter than the Model Y's 187 inches. This explains the recent sightings of several camouflaged Model 2 prototypes testing near the Fremont Factory when seen next to a Model Y. The difference in size is obvious and significant. The fact is, Americans generally favor crossovers over hatchbacks, which could be a benefit for the Model 2 if it launches in the US market soon. Meanwhile, in regions like China or Europe, where hatchbacks are well-liked, the Model Y is still a bestseller, indicating that demand for crossovers in those areas is also substantial. Much like in the US, Tesla has yet to release a hatchback. In its vehicle lineup, the Models S, X, 3, and Y are all either sedans or SUVs. Therefore, the company may think about a hatchback design later on, but it will not be the Model 2. Exactly. The Model 2 is definitely a compact crossover, not a hatchback. There isn't a lot to discuss about the exterior styling, as it's expected to be 90% similar to the Model Y, which doesn't mean the Model 2 won't have its characteristic front light bar that Tesla seems eager to implement. As a quick survey, do you like the concept of the Model 2 being a compact Model Y? Leave a comment below. To get the Model T down to that remarkably appealing $15,990 price, Tesla had to accept several compromises. One of the most prominent changes is the move from synthetic leather to fabric seats. Frankly, we doubt most people will be excited about. This leather provides more comfort and is simpler to clean, but for a car under $20,000, it's difficult to complain. That single adjustment reportedly saves about $400 in manufacturing costs. It's not only the switch to fabric. Tesla also eliminated the ventilated seat feature, which helps trim another $300 from the cost. This is because there is no longer a need to install a sophisticated cooling system in the seats. Honestly, we believe that is a fair cut for a vehicle. In this price range, it's a luxury, not a necessity. Another significant change is replacing the power liftgate with a manual one. This alone saves approximately $250 by removing the need for an electronic motor and lowering future repair costs. And we weren't shocked to see Tesla eliminate the rear passenger screen either. According to our findings, getting rid of that feature could save an extra $300 to $400. So, what's behind Tesla's intense effort to cut costs everywhere possible? It is mainly because Tesla is now facing the loss of the $7,500 federal EV tax credit. That tax credit once surveyed as a direct price reduction for eligible Tesla purchasers, making the cars much more appealing to the average buyer. But with it gone, achieving that $15,990 price becomes far more challenging. In effect, Tesla is now absorbing that $7,500 reduction themselves, and to make the Model T viable at that price, every penny saved is crucial. All of these modifications not only help reduce the price but also showcase Tesla's clever cost reduction strategy. Despite removing some non-essential features, the Model T keeps the fundamental elements buyers expect from a Tesla: a central display screen, autopilot functionality, wireless device charging, and over-the-air software updates. However, Tesla will employ a less potent RWD motor for this car with a lower output than the current Model Y. To further trim production expenses, specifically, this motor will use ferrite magnets rather than pricier rare earth magnets. Furthermore, the company might decrease the use of silicon carbide in its electronics and eliminate the different motor to stick with a single motor layout. These adjustments will result in a less powerful car, with acceleration from 0 to 60 miles per hour probably taking about 7 to 8 seconds. Of course, these simplifications are merely a few small components in the bigger picture of this vehicle. The true game changer for the $15,990 price is the battery. This is vital because the battery makes up 30% to 40% of an electric car's total cost, depending on the battery chemistry, capacity, and technology used. To give you some context, the battery cost alone for a Tesla Model 3 is between $10,000 and $15,000, while the total manufacturing cost of that sedan is about $38,000. This means the battery is 26% to 39% of the car's production cost. Compared to vehicles like the Model 3, which have larger battery packs of 61 kWh or 75 kWh, the Model 2 will come with a much smaller 53 kWh LFP battery. This isn't a huge problem, though. For a compact crossover, a 53 kWh battery hits a sweet spot between performance and cost. A bigger battery would just raise the price without providing major real-world advantages, considering the actual requirements of most potential buyers. A 300-mile range isn't always essential. If they need that, they can choose the Model 3 or Model Y with longer range. It is not surprising that Tesla picked LFP battery chemistry for the Model 2 at around $80 per kWh. LFP batteries provide affordability, quick charging, and a long operational life. While their energy density is less than NMC batteries, the Model 2's sleek design, compact dimensions, and lightweight wheels allow for an estimated range of around 100 miles. Truly remarkable for an EV priced under $20,000. For now, these LFP battery packs are still being mass-produced by CATL and shipped from China. However, next year Tesla intends to make these batteries at its new LFP battery facility in Nevada. In fact, Tesla has bought production machinery directly from CATL and will be installing it at this new plant. Another important detail is that Elon Musk confirmed on an earnings call that this vehicle will come fully equipped with the hardware needed to support full self-driving. This signifies that despite its lower price, Tesla is still deeply committed to autonomous driving technology, letting users access advanced FSD functions like automated highway navigation, self-parking, and the capability to identify and react to complex traffic scenarios. This is a major advancement in making autonomous driving tech available to a wider audience, regardless of whether the vehicle is a premium or budget model. If you examine Tesla's typical schedule, it appears that almost every year they release a new product that disrupts the industry. In 2023, it was the Cybertruck. In 2024, the focus moved to the Cybercab and the Optimus robot, both revealed in October and November, a period Tesla evidently views as the perfect time to launch major products. That is why the Model 2 is anticipated to be the next big star at this year's November event. In reality, it could be the single bright spot in what has been a rather bleak year for Tesla. And you know something? Even if it doesn't quite match the Model Y or Model 3, the desire for this car is astronomical. Elon Musk himself confessed he couldn't even guess how large the demand might be. It's truly that immense. But this raises a question: why does Tesla consistently pick the end of the year to unveil something like the Model 2? The reason is quite straightforward. It's about protecting Tesla's revenue and stock, both of which have reached rather concerning lows. By 2025, the EV competition between Tesla and BYD has become fierce, and frankly, Elon Musk appears to be feeling the heat more than anyone, especially as the Chinese behemoth pulls away. With BYD producing cars starting at just $9,000, Musk has likely concluded that without a revolutionary affordable model, Tesla is in danger of being left in the dust. The data speaks for itself. BYD sales have been outpacing Tesla's for the first 2 quarters. If that pattern continues, Tesla needs the Model 2 not just as another car, but as a lifeline. Exactly, which is why Tesla's choice to launch the Model 2 starting at only $15,990 feels like a shock tactic from Elon Musk. We were truly taken by surprise, particularly since the initial price target for the vehicle was $25,000. At this stage, at $25,000, Tesla no longer seems to make much sense. That price remains unaffordable for many consumers and is significantly higher than BYD's cheapest offerings. But $15,990? That's a completely different league, and honestly, it's so low that it brings up some serious questions. Lars Moravi, Tesla's VP of Vehicle Engineering, once stated, "With the recent enhancements to the Model 3 and Model Y platforms, we've made some truly great cars at affordable prices, and we've included a lot of features." He also mentioned, "Our objective is not to create a car that is worse than any car we've previously made. The models set for release in the coming months will look and feel similar to the cars we produce now. And crucially, they will be affordable and you'll be able to purchase one." He commented during Tesla's Q1 earnings call, "It is evident that the Model 2 will be manufactured using the same processes as the Model Y and Model 3. All 3 vehicles will share a production line, rather than Tesla creating an entirely new and costly line just for the Model 2. This strategy not only reduces costs but also helps to streamline and enhance the manufacturing process." Now, since the Model 2 is smaller and has fewer components, can it be assembled faster? The answer is a definitive yes. Tesla will persist in using its GigaPress technology, the massive casting machines that were instrumental in making Model Y production so efficient. But this time, there is a significant upgrade. Instead of just casting the rear underbody as they do for the Model Y, Tesla intends to cast the entire underbody of the Model 2 in one single piece, combining the frame, floor, and body into a unified component. This massively simplifies manufacturing, reduces assembly time, enhances precision, and makes full automation far more attainable. Of course, achieving that feat demands a much larger gigapress than the 6,000-ton machines now used for the Model Y. That is why during an all-hands meeting in March, Elon Musk confirmed Tesla is creating a colossal 50,000-ton gigapress just for the Model 2. Like real fast. And then, I guess maybe we need to, just get even bigger casting machines. Sure, why not? Yeah, let's 50,000 tons. So, what are the advantages of this major step forward? First and foremost, production time will be cut dramatically. Based on our calculations, a Model 2 could be finished in just 30 seconds, versus the approximately 35 seconds it now takes to assemble a Model Y at Giga Shanghai. You can see the full analysis and latest video on our channel where we discuss this unique production line in detail. Casting the whole underbody in one go also drastically reduces the probability of manufacturing defects simply because there are fewer seams and connection points. Most critically, the Model 2 will fully leverage the GigaPress technology. With a shorter, more efficient manufacturing process, production expenses will fall significantly. making the $15,990 price tag more plausible than ever. This is precisely what Elon Musk meant when he discussed transforming Tesla's factories into the machine that builds the machine. In conclusion, if you aren't excessively concerned with top-level performance, a flashy design, or a super powerful driving feel, the Model T might be perfect for you with its robust basic features. Pundits believe this model is unequivocally Tesla's only path back to growth and could potentially rescue the company's revenue this year. In our opinion, the Model T could certainly increase Tesla's sales, but it runs the risk of devaluing the Model Y when consumers are paying over $50,000 for a vehicle that looks almost identical to one selling for $25,000. This is likely to generate a lot of debate in the months ahead. What are your thoughts on this car? Will it create a big splash by the end of the year? Thank you for watching. Goodbye, and we'll see you in the next episode.